All right, y'all. Just want to touch on just a little quick thing here. I used to like to bring out how the Old Testament, you have a whole lot of laws, a whole lot of things that God gave the Hebrews to do. Right. This was an outward showing of what should have been transforming on the inwardness of the man. Then we go to the New Testament, the New Covenant, and now it's the inwardness. He's actually taken that was separating you from the outside, from everything else, and he's applying it on the inside. If they was to dig into the meaning of it, they was found that was the love. It was all about love. It's all about honoring God, loving God more than anything else. Because you know at the end of the day, that's what counts. He is the only one. He's the one that created us. He's the one that gives us the rain that we need for our crops. He's the one that gives us the strength we need to rise up out of bed and go another day. He is the one that keeps this earth at such a right angle that we don't burn or freeze. He's the one that brings us victory whenever it seems like everything around us is crashing down. He's the one that can bring deliverance to a land that has deserted him if they only turn back to him. That right there is what it's all about. It's around the love, the inside coming out, right? All right. But we get so tied up in traditional ways and the things that we think we've got to do versus the things that we're supposed to be doing, which is studying and digging in deeper and saying, Lord, give me your word. Give me the daily bread that I need for what I'm facing today. So I may touch somebody for you through your word. Because ultimately, we're his. Ultimately, we're only here for him. I just want to touch real quick on Mark chapter 7. Jesus is walking around, he got his disciples there, and he talks to them, and starts in like 14 and 15, where he's saying it's nothing that goes into the mouth that defiles a person, but what comes out. This right here is very big, because in their culture, they're willing to die rather than eat pork, because it was supposed to be so defiling. And if you ate it, it was supposed to miraculously change your whole body, your whole structure. It's like something with kosher. Where you heat up, it changes the contents of the pot. And anything else you heat in that pot, it becomes unclean. They were thinking the same thing about the body. I can say whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. But it's what I take in. I gotta watch that. That can damn me to hell. So strong that during the Maccabean times between the Old Testament and New Testaments, you have a lady that has 7 sons who was tortured to death, and why she cheered them on because they were doing it for God. Refuse to eat that pork. It don't matter how bad it hurts, what they do to you. Refuse to eat it. Their whole culture was cheering this on. And here he is in one fell swoop is saying, it doesn't matter what you eat. That's not going to change your heart. It's what you say. It's the things you do. The things you allow in your mind, your heart, in the inside. That's what's coming out. That's what defiles your spirit. That's what's damning your soul to eternal hell. You see, his disciples, they're shocked at this. What do you mean? They're asking him in 17, what do you mean by this? So in 18, he starts to explain it. This is in chapter 7 of Mark. So he said to them, are you so lacking in understanding also? Do you not understand that whatever goes into the man from outside cannot defile him? Because it does not go into his heart, but goes into his stomach and then is eliminated. But that which proceeds out of the man, that is what defiles the man. And listen to this. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceeds the evil thoughts. See, it started with the heart. It started with how they were allowing the heart to drift away from God. See, he never leaves us. We leave him. So they're allowing the heart to turn away from what he would want them to be. Spending time with the word. Taking time, getting up early. Even if it's 30 minutes early or 15 minutes early. I can't have time. The world's too fast. All right, go to bed just 15 minutes early. Wake back up 15 minutes early. Make time for the one that makes time for you every single second to keep you safe when you call on him, that walks beside you every day, whatever it takes. That way you can get his knowledge, his truth, his understanding. Just a few minutes a day, just to pray and say, give me what I need today out of your word. That's the heart. That's taking action. Now, from the heart proceeds the evil thoughts. So it goes from the heart to the way you think. Are you thinking evil, that everybody's out to get you? Are you thinking everybody's trying to slur you, talk about you? See, whenever you're doing drugs or alcohol and stuff like this, the very first thing that happens is you start getting paranoid about everyone around you. The police are in the bushes. Oh, hide! Every time the wind blows. That's because you know you're doing something wrong. The very first thing that happens is you start turning your heart away from God. You start filling your time up with the things of the world, hanging around people that don't go to church, or the ones that don't that wants to cuss and do deceitful things and evil things. And you allow your mind to start thinking. So now you start looking around. And then you go from caring that you're doing evil to enticing it, to contemplating more about it. Because after that, it says fornication. So it went from the heart, it went to the mind, and now it's to the actions. Thieves, murderers, adulterers, deeds of coveting and wickedness, as well as deceit, sensuality, envy, slander, pride, and foolishness. All these evil things proceed from within and defile the man. One thing in our life that we know to be unright, if we make an excuse for that, it leads to doing something a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger. Until before you know it, we have no boundaries. We have nothing to call us back. The thoughts in our minds. It's just like drinking. Another drink's all right. My friend, guard your heart, guard your thoughts, guard the inner being, because that's what defiles you when you stand before God. Guard the things you see, the things you watch, the things you listen to, what you allow into your homes, on TV, on the radio. What kind of words are they saying? What kind of ways are they dressing? Is it dressing to a point to appeal to what you're supposed to be standing and looking like? To honor God, the one that put you in his image? Or is it to entice the sexual pleasures of someone else? We're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to look good. But what society put into your mind looks good. That's what you're going by. You're going by what you have taken in. That society wants you to believe. And society is only out for what is going to fatten their own pocket, which is money, wealth, power. They don't care about you. They don't care about eternal salvation or damnation. They're just worried about if they're going to get theirs tomorrow. And they don't care if it's at your expense. But there's one that does. There's one that cares about you. And you can come to him. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter how far you've fallen. He can still reach down and pick you up and lift you and bring you in and wrap his arms around you and hold you tight and tell you that you are worthy and you are loved and tell you that you have hope in him because he loves you. Because you are special. Because he made you in his image, not to entice any kind of fleshly desires of someone else. Not to do evil deeds or pull down someone else. But he made you with a purpose, so you may rise and be glorious. And you may bring others to him and show them that they are worthy to be loved. So you may show them that he loves them just as much as he loves you or loves me. My brother, my sister, you are made by someone that thinks you are so special. Regardless of what you've allowed into your heart, into your life, into your body, all that's past. Today, make a stand for who you're going to be, what you're going to allow into your house, what you're going to stand for, how you're going to address, the things you're going to present to the world that is happening in your heart. Let God guide you, not me. These are the convictions that He has placed in me from reading His Word. I'm asking you to take His Word and allow Him to convict you in your life on what things you need to change. Because He will not start with the big things outward. He will start with the little things inward, and He'll work up. But you must seek Him to get there. You must allow Him to change you. Ask Him to change you through His Word. Not me, not anyone else, and definitely not the world. God loves you. And He's there right beside you, ready to answer you. If you listen to His Word, read His Word, allow Him to talk to you through His Word, He'll give you the strength you need. May God bless you. May God keep you. May He smile upon you, and may He bring healing to a nation that does not deserve it because we have walked away from Him. But may He bring us back to Him once more. May God bless.